implementing basic programs, which is very useful for the beginners who doesn't know any programming. Already I had discussed the very scratch programs in the previous video. Now in this video, I'm going to slightly increase the depth of these programs, that's all, but not so bigger. They are very simple programs. I'm going to implement all these programs. Sum of two numbers, area of a triangle, area of rectangle, area of circle, perimeter of a circle, area of rectangle, area of a circle, perimeter of a circle, area of a square, perimeter of a square, area of a square, perimeter of a square, all this. Dear students, I would recommend you to implement all these programs. Now just pause your video because I hope you had gone through all the previous basics of Java, all the language fundamentals and program structure, everything. Now I would request you to implement this on your own. Just pause this video and try to take a pen and paper and try to write code on the paper. Of course, I'll provide solutions for each and every program, and these solutions are always there on the YouTube. At any time you can come and just look into that. But if you want to become a good developer, just try to implement that on a pen and paper. That is very important if you want to become a good developer. So anyhow, continuing my job, let me start finding sum of two numbers. It's very simple. I'm just using Eclipse here. So it's very simple to use Eclipse also, you know very well. So here just click on Eclipse, shortcut, run this, run the Eclipse, then Eclipse will start. It's very simple to download Eclipse. You can go to the eclipse.org and you can find different downloads, and you can download any latest version of Eclipse. Make sure 1.8 version of JDK is installed. That is also very important. Now, excuse me, this is my Eclipse. Now I'm going to add simple class in a Java project, expand this project, expand this source. Of course, it's very easy to create a project also. Go to the file, new Java project. I'm just naming it as a basics, enter. So I had created basics project. Under that, I'm adding a new class, expand that basics. You have a source. In that source, you should add a class. How do we add a class inside source? Right click on this, new class. Now change the class name, provide class name here, and I'm just naming this as test.java. Of course, don't give .java there. Eclipse will automatically provide the extension .java. You don't need to type in. Don't forget this. Now this is the basic program. Put main inside this and press enter. Save this. Control S, or otherwise you can save from here also. Save button is there somewhere here. So this one generally. Now I already had saved that, so it is disabled now. So now first program is finding sum of two numbers. You know from the previous discussion how to declare variables. Generally to find sum of two numbers, it is recommended to declare either two variables or three. We can recommended is three, but you can do the same with two also. It's your choice. Now declare three variables: int a equal to 10, comma b equal to 5, comma c. That's it. That's first thing, because you know the syntax of declaring variables: data type space variable name. Then now write the logic: c equal to a plus b, and you know how to display value. We should use a print statement, system dot out dot println, and then print that c here. And this is how to find sum of two numbers. Is there any difficulty in this? I hope this is very simple. Now my dear friends, run this program. How to run it? Just bring your cursor here, click on that run button, Now you can find the program has been executed and the result is 15 here, because 10 plus 5 is how much? 15. I hope this is clear how to find sum of two numbers. Similarly, finding area of a triangle. You know the logic of area of triangle, friends. What is the logic of area of triangle? Area equal to half 0.5. Don't use half. 0.5 into base into height. This is the logic to find area of a triangle. So now implement that in the same class. I'm removing this code now, and this is a fresh class again. Now we can use this class to implement area of triangle. I need three variables here: base, height, and area. Declare all these as double. That is good. Otherwise, you can use as int also. But as of now, I'm taking double here. Double base equal to 10.0, comma h equal to 20.0, comma a. That's it, over. Now initialize this result. I mean logic to this a. You know the logic, that is a equal to 0.5 into base into height, and then print the result. System dot out dot println a. That's very important, friends. Don't use 1 by 2 here. If you use 1 by 2, you get your results as 0. And observe the result now. I'm using 1 by 2. If you observe, the result is 0.0. Can you see this? Maybe you can ask me why. Because this is an integer division. When it is integer, it is a number without fractional part. Then when you divide something with 1 by 2, then it will be round off with 0. You don't get 0 point something. Then 0 into anything is always 0, because slash returns quotient, and the quotient for this operation is 0. So that's why your output will be 0. Then what should we do? We have two possible options ways to implement this logic. Either directly provide the result with 0.5, logic with type directly 0.5 instead of 1 by 2. That's very important. Otherwise, you can just put a whole bracket, that is b into h whole bracket by 2. You can do like this too. Anything is fine. Either you go with the previous approach or this approach. Anything is good. And finally display the value. That's all. So this is how to find, what is that, my dear friends, area of a triangle. Now run this one more time. Put your cursor on the run button. Run it. You got 100. Perfect. So that's it. This is how to find the area of a triangle, my dear friends. Again, I would recommend you to implement area of a circle. Area of circle is pi r square. What is that? Pi r square. So, and the value of pi you know very well. It's 3.114. Pi is universal value. It's 3.14 throughout the world. I don't know whether you know about this. So we can directly initialize that in the program. Nothing to worry. Now we are moving back. We're moving to the next logic. Now we are done with area of triangle. Now area of a circle. A equal to 3.14 into r into r. This is how you have to implement the logic. Maybe you can ask me r square. R square in program you can't write as r square. Either you should write it as r into r. Otherwise we can use a mathematical function called power, POW. Using that you can implement that. That I'll discuss in one video how to work with all the different mathematical functions available in a predefined class called as math class. But as of now, we follow this process. When it is r square, make sure you write it as r into r. When it is r cube, write it as r into r into r. In that way, you can do this for any kind of powers. So now here we just need to declare two variables. One is r, the other one is a. That's all. Two variables are enough right now. And the logic is 3.14 into r into r. That's all. Now print this a. So finally you get the area of triangle. I hope this is clear to all of you. Now execute this program. Bring your cursor onto the run button. Click on this and you get this. Can you see this now? 314.0. Perfect. I hope similarly you implement remaining programs because it is almost same. 2 pi r, just 2 into 3.14 into r, and almost it's same. Maybe you just need two variables again. One is r and p. And why don't you implement this logic? Area of a square, side into side. I hope you can implement that. Perimeter of a square, 4 into side. I hope you can implement with this experience right now. Hope this is clear to all of you. This is how to write basic programs. Not only in Java, the way we write these programs is same for C, C++, or Java. The only difference is the print statement changes. This variable declaration and this logic is almost same. There is a slight change in the syntax and print statements. That's all. I mean program structure and print statement. Otherwise, it is almost same for C, C++, Java, and C Sharp, or many such programming languages. I hope this is clear to all of you, my dear friends. So why don't you implement the remaining programs?